the wildfires were showing me yesterday, or not. Oh my god, I can't.
What were the wildfires showing you?
They were showing me something.
Are you one with the wind?
Oh my god. Okay. Side note, I got okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Feral Wisdom Podcast. We are on episode 41, and good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening.
It might be a struggle today. We are sharing one brain cell.
Yeah.
One remaining.
Maybe even a half of a one at this
Exactly.
point.
You have half, I have half.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Pretty much.
So, I think we've been ground down. You know, like a pestle?
A pestle?
You know those like rock bowls where you grind up the guacamole?
I didn't know it was called a pestle.
Pestle? Mortar and pestle?
Mortar and pestle?
Anyways.
Okay.
That's what I feel like happens to moms during summer. And we're like halfway through. Oops.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to whack the microphone there.
Literally
but
halfway
that's what
through.
my brain feels like. Like somebody's just
yeah
pegging me with
pegging you. That's what being a mom feels like halfway through summer. Someone pegging
just
you.
being pegged with a stone.
Being pegged with a stone. Okay, well let me tell you about my my epiphany the other night.
Your epiphany?
Yeah, I actually did have one.
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh God.
My boobs. I can't. I might have to change midway through this.
I need a shawl.
I need
Cover up the milk duds.
It's just skin.
What
It's
do they
not
call
even
them?
anything. Milk
Jugs?
jugs.
I called them milk duds.
That's what they are now.
Mine are
After
milk
being
duds.
after being milk jugs, they turn into milk duds. Extra chewy. Okay, so
Epiphany.
my epiphany the other night. So I've been trying to really hard to keep my nervous system
Oh God, mine's shot.
in not fight and flight mode. I'm trying to just, and there's a lot of things going on that are really stressful, and I'm trying to not light everyone up or on fire because there's enough of that going around.
We don't need any more fires.
No, and I don't want any problems.
So what was the epiphany?
Or being angry. Anyway, so at nighttime, when my kids are sleeping,
Yeah.
I'll smoke a joint
Oh.
and I'll get in the bathtub.
Oh.
I'll light some candles, the bubbles will be going.
Does
and
that help?
Oh, God. As soon as I get in there, I'm just like,
Really?
oh, yeah. And then I
need
can
to do something like that because I am just so jumpy.
Oh, it's
And
bad.
Charlie scared the fucking shit out of me this morning because he just walked into my room, and then 10 minutes later tasted the same thing, and I screamed both times. Like,
Yeah.
these are just people that live in my house.
Yeah.
Like, why am I so on edge all the time?
Yesterday, I went to pick Zoe up from the movie theater and was playing the games with the little ones. And this kid was shooting basketballs and he bumped into me, and I was like, ah! So he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no.
I think it's just overload. Like,
Yeah.
so much, like, sensory overload.
Yeah.
Or stimulation overload,
Yeah.
like responsibility overload,
Yeah.
like every sort of thing is just overloaded, and it's
Yeah.
not like overloaded with fun things. It's
No.
overloaded with like stressful,
Yeah.
constantly like being needed. I
Yeah.
find that really, and having like the dog and stuff now, just never not being needed. Like
Yeah.
I crave not being needed.
Oh my God. I saved it because I was like, I have to tell her this. I saw this thing last night.
Even when I think of
say-
like, because I always tell Chase like I want to run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like, I just needed like
You
a
need
night,
a
and it's
space.
just like, it's not that I want to be away from everybody. It's just that I don't want to be needed.
You just need to reset your
I
system.
want nobody to ask me for anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be, even like last night.
Yeah.
I get home from work. It's 11 o'clock. Chase messaged me at 11 and was like, "Can you tell Emma to come inside?"
At 11?
Yeah, and I was like, "No, like what?
Why is
I know
she
it's
up?
summer and like
Yeah.
there's no bedtimes and
Yeah.
whatever." I'm like, I don't want people awake after a night shift or
Yeah.
evening shift, I guess, and having to come home and like, I just want to walk into like a quiet house.
Yeah.
And I found that I was like kind of not happy about it.
Yeah.
I was like, what's wrong? Just go to bed. And I'm like, I get that I don't have to do anything right now, but like,
Yeah.
there's still people making noise and like
Yeah.
doing things when I would normally come home to silence.
Silence is a
And I was
very
like, fuck.
great gift for a mom.
Yeah.
This is the quote. The quote was, it's not I don't need anything from you. I need no one to need me
Yeah.
for like 24 hours.
Literally.
Yeah. It is a weird feeling. And even if they're totally taken care of, just the fact that they're awake makes you feel like you're still 100% on.
Yes.
Like when they're sleeping, it's kind of like, okay, parenting
Now
duty,
I
I'm
can
still
chill.
here.
Yeah.
I'm still taking care of them, obviously. But like my brain can just...
Relax.
Yeah.
My nervous system.
Yeah.
It's funny because it was always a thing. Like Charlie always had a strict bedtime. It was 7 o'clock. He would go to bed, and then that was my time.
Yeah.
To like putter, to like do my little crafts and hobbies, to watch a show, to like have a glass of wine, sit outside, whatever. That was what we did. And so Chase was anti early bedtime and would like keep the girls up because he was like, I just got home at 5. I want to see them. And so it was always a thing. I'm like, I just want them to go to bed at like 7:30, maybe even 8.
Yeah.
But he'll keep them up.
Oh,
And so I never get to like shut it off. Sometimes it's fine. But if they could just be in bed at 9 o'clock even every night, it's just, I would like some more evening alone time.
Maybe that's something that you guys should probably talk about because
I've begged and pleaded. He won't do it. He just like does not believe in bedtimes.
What about...
So that's why I really like working on the weekends because I feel like that's my off switch.
Yeah. So the other night,
yeah,
I get in the bath and I'm sitting there and I was thinking about, because I took Motley to the vet. This was yesterday. I took Motley to the vet and I met
Does
these...
he like the vet?
Well, no, because...
No.
Do you like going to the doctor?
No. I just think some dogs are like unaware of where they are. And
He's
some
definitely aware of where he is.
he?
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's so funny.
He's fucking huge.
He's a big dog.
He's a freaking tank.
He actually lost weight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I can't I can't run him right now. I haven't been able to like walk up. He would like rip all my stitches out. If he lunged at something, I wouldn't be able to control him. I don't think my ab muscles are not working the way that they should be. Anyway, so I get in the tub and I had given out some stickers to some ladies in the waiting room at the vet because
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
they were so sweet and they love Motley because he's awesome. And the lady was picking up a couple of kittens she just adopted them from laps. And I was like, and normally they get puppies there. So I was like, hey, here's some stickers. If you guys get puppies, let us know, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. And if anybody wants a puppy, then they know where to go, or kittens, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then so the ladies are a little bit older, and they're like, I'm like, you guys want some stickers too? Because they're so sweet. And the lady's like, I love podcasts. She's like, I listen to podcasts all the time. And I was like, oh, awesome. I'm like, well, side note, ours is a bit explicit. Man, I feel like
like get raunchier as you get older.
Oh, they do. Oh my God. Yeah. What are we going to be like when we hit that age?
Honestly, completely ferally unhinged.
Could it get
Because our children are going to be like
any
grown.
worse? They'll be like this.
Yeah. And we're just going to be like living our best lives. I actually can't wait.
I know.
Like 50, when we turn 50, like that is going to be, that's 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Right? So your youngest will be 16. She won't give a shit about you anymore.
Oh my God.
And we could fucking do whatever we want.
We're going to live in Europe.
Yeah, that's going to open up a whole other milestone in life.
So my epiphany as I'm in the bathtub thinking about like all the stickers that I've handed out because I only give out stickers if I think you're cool. Like if you've got a good vibe and I feel like the vibe
never
would
give
match.
out stickers.
Yeah, well
I don't even have any.
I'm talking like even if the waitress is cool. I just leave it with the bill. I'm like, hey, you're awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
here's a sticker. Yeah, you should check us out. And they're like, oh, really? Thanks. So I was like, what are we creating here? Fulfill wisdom. Fulfill wisdom. I think
a community of women, not men.
No, it's men like us too. And you know what it is?
I guess
like,
so.
And I appreciate that because it's not even man or woman. It is we're creating a community of people that are our people. And our people, then I started laughing hysterically because I'm also stoned. So I'm laughing hysterically because our people are feral freaks. So you think, like, in a perfect world, you have this community of, like, these beautiful, amazing people, and we're just like,
just
be
a
the fuck
little
who you want to
unhinged.
be real, we love you, we accept everyone,
I'm
just
sorry,
don't be
but
mean to
you
people.
just came to this? Was this
No.
not the vision the entire time?
Well, it is, or no, our vision, well, I think to begin with, our vision was to just, like, make a couple people laugh and bring everyone into our friend group, but I think we're growing a community of feral freaks.
Yeah, that's why we call them that.
Well, yeah, I'm getting into it.
You like it now?
I love it.
You thought it was offensive at first, didn't you?
I did.
It's endearing.
Well, I feel like the term freak, what is the definition of it? Look up the definition of a feral freak.
I don't think feral freak.
Before we start calling all of our friends feral freaks, let's...
Well, it depends. A feral freak is a slurm, a slurm. It's a slang term describing...
Is that actually a word in there, a slurm?
No.
Oh.
A feral freak is a slang term describing someone who acts wildly, intensely, or bizarrely outside of the normal social rules.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's insane.
It combines feral, which is an untamed, animalistic, or chaotic, with freak, an eccentric person, or someone intensely devoted to a specific vibe or subculture.
That's what a freak is?
Yeah.
Someone addicted to...
An eccentric person or someone who intensely devoted, what the fuck? I can't read.
Just read it all
An
again.
eccentric person or someone intensely devoted to a specific vibe or subculture. Yeah.
I love it.
So the
I'm
modern
obsessed.
slang context, it says, so like putting it into a context would be like unfiltered energy, acting with raw, chaotic, or uninhibited impulses without a social filter. Disheveled appearance.
Disheveled
looking
appearance?
messy, rough, or unkept.
Oh.
That's me most of the time.
She looks great.
I would like to report that I did have a shower this morning.
Oh my God.
So I'm like fresh and I like shaved my legs. Anyways, feral freaks. That's what you are, you little freaks. Yeah.
I'm totally getting into it now. Oh.
I'm so glad that you came to it all on your own.
I didn't. I just joined in now on it. But the people that are joining the community,
we're all just like a little off in the best way.
I think you have to be to
exactly.
enjoy life.
That's what I mean. If you're not, you're weird.
Well,
you make me uncomfortable.
If you're not a freak, you're weird. We're taking the term freak and we're changing it into an endearing moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
I like it. You have a glitter on your face and it looks like a mole and it's so cute.
I also have moles on my face.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
Where
like
is it?
it's like right here, like on your lip.
Oh,
No,
like
don't touch it.
Oh, you want me to keep it?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Just
Probably
a little,
not. It's like
just a little extra
glistening.
sparkle.
I think because of these lights, it's shining.
But if you would like a sticker and you're part of our community and you don't have one, or you live far away, or you are international, if you guys would like some stickers, we will mail them to you. And all you have to do is send us your
DM us.
Oh my God, I literally cannot talk today.
No, it's fine. I feel like I don't even know where I am right now.
Well, you're sitting in Mavis. Mavis has got you back.
Mavis? You mean Maud?
I have Maud.
This is Beatrice.
Who's Mavis?
That's my dead Nana and my cat. I don't know why you're bringing her into the equation. Definitely not sitting on my dead Nana or my cat. This is Beatrice, bitch.
I don't know where I am today. I'm at my own home. Okay.
We need a vacation. Can somebody help?
Need something.
We just need a night.
Oh my
just a
God.
night in a hotel.
We do.
If
we
you
do.
own a hotel or you know somebody who has like an Airbnb,
Do you know there's a hotel
can
in...
you just send us the link so we can book?
Yeah, there's a hotel in Tulameen that's for sale. It's like $600,000.
I don't want to buy a hotel. I just want to stay there for one night.
Could you imagine if we had a hotel?
Oh my God, there's this little resort. Like a 6-bedroom bed and breakfast type place in Costa Rica, a block from the beach, and it's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
And it's got 6 different little bungalows.
Yeah.
And it's for sale for $60,000.
The whole resort?
Yes. It's 6 bedroom.
I did something yesterday.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Tuesday. What did you do?
I sold my engagement ring.
Did you?
I
To a
did.
man?
Yeah.
And he's going to use it?
No.
Oh.
He
What's it
sold
for?
someone else. I had a actually very splendid experience. But basically how it works with engagement rings is you only get 33% of like what it's worth. So you're getting
It's such
like
bullshit.
nothing. Yeah. Anyway, I called a couple places where they buy the gold and then they sell it for whatever, just to
Right.
try and see like what, because everyone in
Yeah,
the,
what you're being
if
offered.
they know people in the industry, it's easier. And also, if you're selling something like a diamond ring off Marketplace, it's scary to think about going to meet someone in a parking
Yeah.
lot, or like meet them at, you wouldn't meet them in a parking lot, you'd meet them like at the cop shop, or you'd meet them at a jeweler just to confirm everything.
Even buying something like that would be kind of sketchy.
Terrifying. Yeah.
You're spending all this money. You're like, is it
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I ended up calling a bunch of places, and then I called this one place called True Value Gold, which is new in Langley. It's actually just
Okay.
on the corner of 68th.
Is it a jewelry store?
It is, no, they buy gold and silver.
Oh.
And so he didn't deal directly with diamonds, but when I started talking to him about like what I had, he was like, oh, okay, like you have like something that's okay. And he's like, just bring it in and we'll talk about it. Anyway, I took it in there and I had the nicest experience. I like walked in, he was so kind. He like went out of his way to help me sell my ring to one of the people that he knew. But what I didn't expect was the like,
Oh, you're relieved.
yeah,
Really?
it's gone.
You're not sad?
No.
Oh, good.
Which I thought I would be sad.
Well, it's kind of like it could be like a sentimental kind of situation where some people could be very sad. But obviously, that's good. You're not like emotionally attached to what that meant. You're Brett, get this out, cleanse it.
Yeah, just another part
It's like a
of my
tainted
life.
energy.
It
to
was,
have
I think
around.
that's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
the-
can, for sure. I remember
Yeah.
one time I got a ring from like an ex and we went
Yeah.
through like a very tumultuous time and
Yeah.
I went upon the ring and I remember feeling such relief. Not that that has anything to do with what you
It's the
did.
same- it's the
but
exact
it's still
same.
this like release
Yeah.
of just get this shit out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still a long road with all of that, but
Of
at least
course.
it's just like one more thing off the list. But anyway, I had
Yeah.
a really, really great experience. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's at True Value Gold, and it's in Langley on 68th
Nice.
Avenue. So if you have anything that you want to sell or trade in, go and see him, because
good to know.
yeah, he was awesome. And thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to help me out yesterday.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
So Sunday night,
Yeah.
me and Chase went for a date.
Yes. That I
For the
wasn't invited to.
first- No, you were not invited. So Sam's now keeping track of
I
how
am.
many dates that we go
Yeah.
on that she was not invited to, starting
it's really
now.
rude. Yeah.
And so it's been marked down. That's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I've told Chase he's aware. So
I told him too.
so we went to a local pub that had prime rib on special. Okay, prime rib has always been our thing. We love a prime rib dinner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're very expensive to
Yeah.
buy. Like even
Yeah.
a prime rib steak is like $20 each.
More than that.
Yeah,
Depends
so
where you
like
go.
to go to a restaurant, have it already cooked, served to you with
Yeah.
a mashed potato, a prime
Oh,
rib,
yum.
the au jus, horseradish, and a side veggie for $25.99. I
Yeah.
thought was a good deal. You do
That's
have to buy
a
a
really
drink.
great deal.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
What
like you go
about-
to a steakhouse and it's $55 or whatever for a steak. Like it's literally half the price. And then we both got a beer
Yeah.
and a glass of wine.
So this is at the Black Sheep Pub in Maple Ridge.
Yeah, Black Sheep
Yeah.
Pub and Grill in Maple
Yeah.
Ridge on 232nd.
Shout out to the Black Sheep because we've been going there for years.
Okay, you know what started it for me?
What?
Are you a part of the Ridge Restaurant Reviews Facebook page?
For someone who never gives reviews, the fact that you're a part of a review group
Because
is
I
hilarious. You're a stalker.
like to base my choices on other people's reviews.
You're a foodie.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
I see a good review, like I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, no, you always have. But why
So-
wouldn't you give reviews then?
I don't know. I just think it's fucking weird to like look up a business and be like, had a great time. My server Camille was above and beyond.
I mean, you don't have to do that. You could just log into your group that you're already a part of and be
I don't
like,
like
I also
publicly
went there
posting.
and it was great.
No, because then other people on your Facebook, Okay, hold on. There's two parts to that. Did you know that a lot of like groups, you know, when you're like Facebook algorithm pops up for me, so all these like German Shepherd owner groups, but the groups just pop up now. It's not like I'm searching for groups. It's like suggesting that I'm a part of groups, or like posts of groups will show up because these groups are public. So I'm also in like a BBI, breast plant illness group. And
illness?
Yeah, like when people get sick from their breast implants. I'm a part of the group, so that I see the post to remind myself not to get boobs.
Maybe I should join that. I'm part of the
getting.
Yeah. We're so opposite.
I just like
I can't.
Like you don't need them. Like all these people are so sick. So, but this lady had an explant, got her implants removed. She posted photos on this thing saying like, do you think that this looks normal? Because it's a group of women. And she's like, I didn't realize this group was public, and all of like my son's friends have now seen my tits, and it was blasted to like all my friends on my thing. So now I'm like, oh my god, I didn't realize like all these groups are public.
No, they're not, because the ones that I joined, because they do post pictures like that, you have to like pretty much accept like an NDA before, and like you're not allowed to do certain things or you're kicked out.
Just PSA then to look before you're, if these groups are public or not. So now I'm always just assuming that like I don't want to be like, oh, commenting in all of these groups, because there was even this one, it was like this vintage NHL goalies group. And they were talking about my no and they were like talking about like NHL goalies that are still alive. There's not that many. And somebody said, oh, Cesar Maniego. I said, oh yeah, he's my grandfather, like alive and well, blah blah, and like posted like a photo of him like pretending to do a save. But then friends of my Facebook were liking it, and I was like, so I commented on this showed up on their page that I had made a comment in this group. And I was like, I don't like that.
But that's how it normally goes. That's how it's gone.
But they're not even in the group. I just think if you're commenting in public groups, it shouldn't be like posted to your friends that what you're saying. Anyways, that was a long-winded.
So we don't want to post on Facebook so people don't see that you're talking about groups, but we have a podcast every week that we talk about stuff and post publicly to the world.
You see, this is where I have this personality dilemma. Like, I hate being listened to, or that I have a fear of being like perceived, but I don't at the same time.
You don't though. You're like the
I truly don't give a shit.
Confident person I've ever met.
I also.
You do.
Maybe it's the visuals of somebody sitting on their phone or on their computer commenting and making posts that kind of gives me the ick. And that's what I picture somebody doing. Like, you made this long post and I'm like, why would anybody care that much to do that? Is it me judging others? And I'm just like, anyways.
I don't know.
That's a deep.
No, I feel like everyone's got
don't care enough.
Their own thing that they are.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. This group, this Ridge Restaurant Reviews group.
Yes.
There's this lady.
Okay.
Or man, I don't know.
What's their name?
Could be either or.
Okay.
Does like a prime rib series and goes around every restaurant that serves a prime rib.
I love that.
I know.
As a prime rib enthusiast.
I know.
You would.
So I clicked on all of their posts and I went through and like read all of their prime rib reviews. And so all of a sudden the black sheep one popped up. I'm like, holy, what the fuck? How have we never thought? It's like 2 minutes away from our house.
$25 too.
$25.
That's a great deal. $50 for dinner.
Yeah.
Is it literally how much it costs to take my kids?
So say $60 plus tax and tip
great.
For
like,
2 prime ribs.
Under $150 for dinner for
literally
for like 2 adults is really good.
So
it cost me $50 to take the kids to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was great. We were like so happy, and neither of us finished. We both had leftovers, so we had like 2 meals out of it.
Amazing.
I know, it was great.
Yeah.
But while we were there was like a TVs everywhere. It's like a sports bar. Mm-hmm. And on one of the TVs had Cash Cab. Do you remember that show?
Yes, I do.
I was looking at it and I'm like, what was this show called? We were trying to figure it out. We're like Money Madness, like taxi trivia, and then Chase said Cash Cab, and I was like, holy fuck, like early 2000s Cash Cab was lit.
And they brought it back at the Black Sheep, had it up there for
they
everyone?
were playing episodes of Cash Cab. I know. Then it got me thinking, because they used to go around Toronto. It was a Canadian show.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if they ever had them in Vancouver. But then
they did on Granville. Yes, they did.
A real cash cab on the show? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, amazing. So then, do you remember the Guitar Hero when people started putting the Guitar Heroes in the cabs and the one in Whistler? Were you in that cab with us?
No. Was I?
I don't know. There was like a karaoke Guitar Hero cab in Whistler that picked us up one night and drove us back to our hotel, and we were like, minds blown. It just took me back. Took me back to the days.
That's
of
awesome.
Like,
and also in my bathtub epiphany the other night, I was watching my phone, and there's a guy on TikTok who does the same thing.
Cash cab?
No, karaoke cab. You get in, and then he's got the microphones that are just like, they light up, and then he's got some lights in the back, and he's got like a horse head too that he puts on while he does this, and then everyone just sings in the back. But the people getting in it and realizing that they were getting in it were like, oh my God, I know this guy. Like,
bring back fun.
Yeah.
Fun in a cab. Like, can we not
We
just
need to
have
do
like
that.
disco balls and
Yes.
like flashing, especially late at night.
van.
And I mean, pick your crowd, right?
Oh my God.
87-year-old Galinda gets in, you're not going to turn on the fucking...
87-year-old Galinda would be lit in our cab. Are you kidding me? She'd be ripping it up.
I mean, you could never judge a book by its cover, but it would be fun to get in an Uber. Come on, Uber, you're so boring.
We should be an Uber.
I know, the feral Uber. It would be so much fun.
We could probably do it in my car.
We could do it in mine. I literally have a Tesla. That's like what an Uber is. I feel like an Uber every time I'm in it.
Yeah, but we could fit more people in mine.
Yeah, but I got all the things already on there. There's a car karaoke button.
What?
Yeah. And we can whoopee cushion people with the fart buttons. It could be great.
We got to do it.
I know. It'd be so much fun. I still want to do it in an old van, though. I think that would be just
That would be ideal. Just picking people up in an old van.
You know what would be actually so funny? If you were doing an Uber and you had like cameras and you got in and we just like pretended that we were in the middle of a podcast and we're like, okay, shh. We're just like filming an episode and the person's like, what?
There's so many things you could do.
I don't want to be on
like, are you okay to be on TV? Otherwise, you got to get the fuck out.
Give them a microphone. Welcome to episode 42. And they're like, what?
I bet we'd meet
Just
the
trap
craziest
them.
people. I love taking Ubers because sometimes the people that you meet that drive the Ubers
Lord.
have the craziest story. One time I was driven home by a man who was in the European Secret Service. Now,
He was for sure lying to you, and that is not real. I'm sorry. Not a chance. You got. You think a Secret Service worker is now driving a taxi? Oh my God.
I realized how that sounds. But he was very convincing.
That is not.
It was just like a conversation. Like he didn't say that he was in the Secret Service. He just like alluded to it.
No. No. Not a chance, bro.
I swear to God, I truly believed him.
I bet
He was like an older man. Like
I know.
No.
There's no way.
I choose to believe it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I probably would too, but
I felt so safe on that ride.
this guy was like literally trying to kidnap you. Don't worry, you're safe with me. Yeah.
We gotta start bringing that stuff back.
I know.
Yeah.
Fun. Bring fun back.
Fun.
Everybody's so like blah.
Fun blasters. That's what we are.
Okay. Sounds like a clown club.
We're the feral freaks.
We're the fun blasters.
It's like that guy, you know, have you ever seen that van? And it's like, I don't know, some guy that does kids parties and is
Creepy ass people in a van.
waving on the side of the van.
That would be you.
Us. You're now in there.
You.
Us. You're just as much as a freak as I am. You're like a silent freak.
I was just gonna say
You're like
silent.
You're like a silent fart. You're like
Silent the Deadly?
Yeah. Yeah, she
I
is.
will kill you.
Yeah. You don't see her coming. No. I'm like, you see me. I'm right in your
You
face.
see you hear you, you smell you.
Smell me. I got told I smelled really good yesterday.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna say smell bad. I'm like, that is literally my nightmare.
It's my nightmare too.
Like when you smell yourself, you're like, okay.
Okay, can you guys help us settle this debate?
Is this real?
Yeah, because summertime. I'm a super sweaty person. I'm constantly worried about if people can smell me because
I've never smelled you.
Well, that's the thing. I've always been taught that if you can smell yourself, like BO or whatever, that other people have already smelled you. You're the last person to smell yourself.
I think this is like more real for men. And I would like to believe that they can't smell themselves. So when they do smell themselves, it's gone too far. Do you know what I mean? Because like you walk by a man sometimes and you're like, whew, how the fuck do you not smell that?
Yeah.
It's vile. Where I think girls were just more sensitive. A lot of women are like one with their bodies. Men are just like these willy-nilly freaks.
Yeah.
So like if we smell it, I'm like, ooh, I smell a little oniony. But Chase will give me a hug. Yeah,
I've never
like chopped
smelled
onions.
I've never
That's what
smelled onions on myself.
What? What do your armpits smell like?
Well, I don't know.
What does your BO smell like?
Regular BO?
Yeah, like ground beef,
No.
cheese,
No.
onion.
No.
What does it smell like?
I don't know. It's a different smell than I've ever smelled anywhere else.
I'll have to smell it next time.
Ew. I don't have any.
I always smell.
I don't know.
But then Chase will like, I think I stink, and then Chase will hug me and be like, "Oh, you smell so good." I'm like,
Well, those are maybe just your pheromones.
My pheromones be strong. Then.
Yeah.
Sometimes he says I stink, but that's
anyway.
I'm like putting them right in his face.
Put them right in his face.
Like, I don't know. If he tries to hug me and he gets in there, that's his own fault.
Well, it's a hug. Your arms are going up. Anyway,
exactly.
I got told I smelled good, and it was really nice.
You do smell good. Your natural scent is nice.
Oh, I like that.
You know, some people stink.
I'm
or have
so
a really
worried.
strong stink.
Maybe that's what it is. I have smelled some people, and I'm like, shit, never want to feel like that.
I know.
Yeah.
I always think my house smells.
Oh, me too.
Especially when I go from work to home.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's like a sterile environment that smells.
Oh, but everyone's house has a smell.
I don't feel like your house smells like anything.
My plants sometimes smell, and that drives me nuts. So then they have to like root rot or something.
I don't know. I'm constantly like, open the windows, fresh air in here. Because it's like everything stinks to me.
Mm-hmm. It's stag. Do you know what I love? My actual like favorite thing about winter?
What?
When it's like super cold outside and it's sunny, and you open it, and there's that crisp, beautiful, like cleansing air
I love to
that
put my
enters.
diffuser on too.
Oh,
like,
or no, a pot of soup.
Doing that.
Just a pot of a broth.
I make them out of like our rotisserie grocery store chickens, which are probably just pumped full of fucking chemicals, anyways. But
I don't think so. It's thrown on a rotisserie. It's thrown on a. Well, did you hear that Shein is being sued for millions of dollars?
For what?
For clothing for children that carries carcinogenic.
I thought this was just like a known thing.
No, but now they're actually like being sued, and now they're going to court.
But like, is Temu, is Justice, is Urban Kids, is all of the just smell?
Apparently,
their
it's
shirts.
Like, well, sometimes
is foul.
But apparently,
all
the shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah, your feet are. So if something's going on your foot, and it's toxic, your feet will soak it in faster
you absorb
than on your body. Have you ever done those things that you put on the bottom of your feet and it pulls out all the toxins?
I never have. I've seen those like electronic magnetic like foot baths too, where the water goes black.
Okay, I've never tried that.
It pulls out everything, but apparently it's like bullshit.
I have tried it though. I've tried the ones that you slap on the bottom of your feet, and then you wake up in the morning and it's like a full bag. Like, where did that come from?
If you were to put it, say, like, on a piece of wood or something, like, is there just a reaction going on in the material once it's, like,
I wonder.
warmed,
Maybe I'll
that just does that?
Maybe I'll get some more and put them on different parts of my body and see what happens.
Because that was that electronic foot bath thing.
I never saw that.
It's, like, the same thing. Like, it pulls out all this, like, black gunk. But apparently if you just, like, left it on with nothing in it, it does it anyways. And that's just the metals reacting in the water. Like, I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, my legs are asleep.
Well, science is a thing.
Science.
We're
scientists.
So I have a really funny video to share with you.
Okay, then I have a couple sad things to talk about.
Oh.
I took my toenail polish off today, and I feel weird. Like a naked mole rat.
Your toenails look good, though.
Okay.
Because you know how sometimes when you take your toenail polish off and you're like, ooh, what's been hiding under there?
It was just nail polish. It wasn't shellac.
Yeah, but even that, like,
Oh, really?
I don't know. I stub my toes often, too. Sometimes my nails are blue when I take them off. Like,
That's funny because this pinky toe is bruised. Or was it the other one? Anyways, I kicked something and it was like black for 2 months.
ow. Have you ever
I
lost?
don't really have a pinky toenail though. It's just like a hard cartilage. I could literally clip the entire thing off.
That's the same as Colton.
Yeah, there's nothing really there. I just paint skin half the time.
That's wild. You don't.
No, and this is like long.
That's funny.
Show me this video.
Oh my God.
Oh, did you send it to me?
Yeah, I did. This is my dad's neighbor, and
He lives in Maple Ridge, BC.
Canada. And our wildlife out here, there's a lot of black bears.
So Maple Ridge is at the base of a mountain.
And my dad lives up
In the mountain.
a bit in the mountain, yeah. So they have this resident bear. Now this bear has learned how to open car doors. This guy moved into the basement next door, left his car unlocked, and the bear got in, and the door closed, and the bear was stuck in there. So this is my dad in the background.
Tony! Okay.
He can't get out of it. Holy crap. You gotta warn these people. How we haven't got their fucking number.
No. Call Ashley. Text Ashley.
Just come, Bill, come here. In case he gets out, hold on. Just phone them and say we're gonna be a little bit late. You can't leave him like this.
Well, we have to go.
I feel like I would go up to this car and just open it and like hide behind the door. If you were to come from the front, open it, and then just run.
I know that they went and knocked on the door, and I know that they got the people out to get him. But
I've seen people's cars just like dashboards.
It was shredded.
Completely ripped off.
It was shredded. Because he must have been in there for a while, and then he probably got super hot.
Well, in panic.
Yeah, and then he's just trying to get out. So, but how crazy is that? All I'm picturing in my mind when they say that they have a resident bear that breaks into cars is like his little paw and the nails and just like opening it.
There was a story, I think it was last season, because you're not allowed to leave like your garbage bins or anything out, but one guy had the bear rip his garage door off. It was like completely dented, and so it didn't get the door off, but it like was throwing itself into the door to dent it to try and get like a grip on the side of the door to rip it open.
Okay, so that's our bear. So I thought it was funny because we were talking about that bear at the golf club that was stealing people's golf bags off of their golf carts.
I think he did. I read the comments more on that video, and it was like he had some snacks in his bag.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, those bears are sneaky.
The Perez Hilton thing last night.
Oh my God.
Did you see anything about it?
No, because the group chat told me not to look it up. So I have not even opened social media or anything about it. I just scroll past so it doesn't even go on my algorithm.
So the videos have all been deleted. Thank God.
Do you think they're real?
Oh, yeah. So
Really?
it's like all over TMZ and stuff today.
Okay, well, let's fill everyone in. Yeah.
I don't know, had some sort of mental psychotic break live on TikTok and was butt naked, slicing himself with a knife. And then he was home alone. Apparently he has 3 kids, which I did not know.
What?
And he was alone apparently in the house, and the ambulance and stuff had to go get him. But if you saw that, go talk to somebody, because it was absolutely insane.
Really?
Like he had the butcher's knife and was just like himself up. It was gruesome.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so it was really sad. There was a lot of people online last night that were like,
That's a full-blown live mental breakdown.
Oh yeah, big time. I don't know what all of the details. I just saw what I saw kind of quickly because I didn't want to actually see the video. But apparently it's been removed.
So
for the most part.
Did see the video, or ask your kids, because actually I'm gonna ask
tell
mine.
your kids to stay off of it. It's not on there. You can't find it. It's been removed. His account has been suspended or blocked.
That sounds like nothing I ever would want to see in my entire. I don't even like horror movies.
No, neither do I.
Yeah,
but I just
Because I get sad.
felt like I needed to see it. Anyways, if you
Yeah.
saw it, seek help if you feel the need to. It was apparently pretty awful.
Well, our thoughts go out to Perez Hilton.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
Not good. One more.
Okay.
Do your kids ever watch the show Victorious?
Yeah.
With Ariana Grande from like back in the day?
Yeah.
Like Nickelodeon kids.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they were drunk in a lot of those episodes. And there's one in particular that was removed from the season on Netflix because they were all so drunk that they don't even remember the episode filming.
Okay, that actually makes so much sense because her character in that show
Yeah.
sometimes sounds like she's got, like, she can't talk.
Yeah. So she definitely has a weird voice in that show. Like,
It's the weird voice, and it's like she's like dumb.
very dumb.
Yeah.
But I think that is her character. Like, she's acting.
The speech is slurred.
So apparently they were obviously kids, but they were drunk a lot of the time.
Well, how old is her character in that show? Like 15, 16?
Well, they're in high school.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
14 to 16?
She was probably 14, acting like a 16-year-old.
She's been through some shit.
Anyways, there's a specific one. It's like a breakfast club. The episode was based on the Breakfast Club, but like
Yeah.
a kind of kids version. But it's a very weird episode.
I haven't seen it.
And apparently they were all so drunk that they don't remember filming. Or
What?
some of them don't remember filming. I think one of the boys, Beck,
Yeah.
was like on a podcast, I believe. Beck.
And he's the one filling everyone in on this?
Yeah, I think he was.
I think-
Beck is like the character.
Yeah.
And Jeanette McCurdy, so the tall blonde character, the main girl, revealed
I don't
that
got
the
time for
Dan
that
Schneider, who was charged with all of that, child molestation, and all. The producer that was using Amanda Bytes. Anyways,
Okay.
he's the producer of that show.
Oh, makes
Yeah.
sense. Mm-hmm.
And he would take the kids out clubbing and drinking almost every night.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. He said that he doesn't remember a single thing that happened on Victorious, but he does remember getting knocked out drunk and being totally hungover the next day. I don't remember what episode or season, but there was this one scene at the beginning of an episode of Victorious where Beck is drinking an extra large cup of coffee and he's talking 90 miles per hour, rambling quite a bit. He's super hyperactive and buzzing with caffeine overdose, having had 6 or 7 cups of coffee prior to his current one. The scene was to cover up the fact that Evan was terribly hungover. Anyway, so these young kids are like partying with this old producer and getting so drunk they don't even remember like filming a lot of that show.
How do they remember their words and their lines?
It's just they're like robots, I guess.
That's insane. And then our kids are watching them. Fuck.
Yeah, it's weird because my kids
world
watch
is a
that
messed
show
up
all
place.
the time, and like they don't seem drunk, but they're also acting like.
I don't know. It does make a lot of sense, though.
And it is weird. There's some
so
scenes in that show where there's like adults or they're doing things.
Ew.
It's weird vibes. A lot of those Nickelodeon shows now, I'm like, don't love that. Anyways,
Well,
what the heck was
basically,
that? Construction workers done.
get outside and get your kids off TVs and
Yeah.
the screens.
Yeah, true.
Which is also hard to do as
Nature.
well. It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is.
A good balance. Balancing.
It's hard to
Try
balance.
to balance. Yeah.
Summer, you know what? I've been begging my kids just to come inside and clean their fucking house and shower.
Yeah.
Can you just shower? Because
Yeah.
they are out all freaking day, which I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, that's great.
I love. But I can't get them to just come make your bed. Shower. I
Yeah.
did wash everybody's bedding after that episode last time.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. So everybody is clean.
Even your
beds.
own?
Yeah.
How did it feel to crawl into it?
It's great.
Yeah.
I should probably do it again because that was like 2 weeks ago.
I have to do mine this week when the kids switch over. I'll do everyone's.
Yeah.
I have so much laundry to fold. Do you know what I hate? I hate folding. I will wash, everything's clean, and then it just is in a pile.
It's like the putting away too.
Yeah, the putting away. The folding into nice little piles is always good. Okay, so that's all the sad stuff that you got?
Ouch.
Yeah?
Ow. Oh my god, I'm stuck.
You got this. I have some interesting animal facts.
Oh, great.
Here's your little pop of positivity for the day.
Papa positivity.
These are like what animal groups are called when there's like a
More than
gathering
one?
of them. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think a group of flamingos is called?
Fuck. I know this.
A flamboyance.
Oh, I did not know that.
So a group of flamingos
Flamboyance.
gathered together.
Wow. Okay.
A group of hummingbirds.
Oh, I know this one too. I can't remember.
A charm.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
That's 2 for 2 over here for Teeny. You're crushing it.
What
I
the
would
hell?
love to know what you actually thought they were. Okay. A group of porcupines. A prickle.
Oh, that's so cute.
A group of rhinoceroses.
No idea.
A crash.
A crash? Oh,
A group of giraffes.
no idea.
A tower.
Is this real?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. A group of peacocks.
No idea.
An ostentation.
Okay. Who makes these up?
People of the world. The biologist. A group of parrots. A pandemonium.
What?
I would think that a group of pandas would be called a pandemonium. A group of hedgehogs.
No idea.
An array.
Okay.
A group of nightingales.
Is that a bird?
Yeah. I like this one.
I don't know.
A watch.
Okay.
Like nightingales. Isn't Nightingale the one from the Hunger Games?
Never seen it.
Dude. What? The actual fuck. So basically, you just watch documentaries on sick fucking people in the world,
Yeah.
and I live in a fantasy land.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. But there's also a lot of gross stuff that happens in some of my stuff.
Stories about dark things, not horror stories, not murder movies. Like, I don't like scary movies, but I'll watch, like, if it's real life, I can watch it.
I think you would actually like the Hunger Games.
Cold cases, murder, addiction, drug use.
I can't do it. No.
I like dark, like novels and stuff.
But then I think you would.
gruesome
I think
things.
you would like the Hunger Games and Game of Thrones.
It's too fantasy-like. I don't like
No.
these fake characters and animals being like, I'm gonna fly on a dragon. I don't understand that.
Oh, I love that shit. But the other part of it's pretty realistic.
I don't like
guess.
the sci-fi part of it, or like the fantasy part. I don't like that.
A group of butterflies.
A flock.
A kaleidoscope.
What?
When's the last time you
This
looked?
is not real.
When's the last time you looked in a kaleidoscope? Remember those things?
The last time I did DMT,
You've done DMT.
it was a pen.
Oh. Did you know?
Yes.
I don't know. Sometimes you get past a pen. Things weed. I don't know. Okay. A group of a group of vultures.
Volunteers.
A committee.
That was close.
You were close.
I feel like a volunteer is better.
Okay. This one I don't know if it's real. A group of cats. A clowder.
What?
Yeah.
Do you know what I know what a group of crows is.
A murder.
Yeah.
A murder.
A murder.
A murder. Okay, I've got 2 quotes.
Okay.
2 quotes that I'd like to end on.
2 quotes. I got 2 quotes. What is this song? I got 2 phones.
I got 2
Plug
chains.
and one for the hose. That's it.
One for the plug and one for the hose.
I think that's what it says.
That's
One
terrible.
for my drug dealer, one for my bitches. Just throw
That's
some
where the
D's on
plug
that.
comes from.
You
That's
didn't know
what
what a
kids.
plug was?
No, I learned.
It's a drug dealer.
Yeah, or alcohol dealer. What's what the kids call them? Plugs now. That's where they get their alcohol from.
Are you sure they're not buying drugs? Because. Anyways, 2 quotes.
Fuck. Anyway,
Quotes.
here's my 2 quotes that I'd like to end the day on.
Please.
You can be the prettiest shade of green, but you'll never be enough for someone whose favorite color is blue.
It's very, remember how you used to, like, tear off the day and it would have, like, a quote?
Yeah. I love those.
Reminds me of the one, I had this thing when I was a teenager, and it was, like, all of those kinds of things. It's like, how to be confident.
Yeah.
You're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's totally okay. And it's
Guess
okay
you're
to
not
have...
a feral freak.
Yeah. But we like you feral freaks. Okay. Also, be the person your dog thinks you are.
Aww.
Yeah.
My dog thinks I'm probably insane.
Do you want to know what happened to me the other day at the 240th Coopers?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the Save On Foods on 240th in Maple Ridge.
Did you just call it Cooper's?
Is it not called Coopers still?
No, it's called Save On. But it was Cooper's, like, way back in the day. Wow. That's another blast from the past.
I opened that McDonald's there. I
Oh,
remember
did you?
looking,
Cooper's.
Yeah, on 240th, and it looks right at Cooper's. Anyway, so I went to Save On, and I was picking up buns to come up to Wieners.
Oh.
And there was a lady next to me who was quite old and, like, was lifting this 10-pound bag of potatoes onto the conveyor belt.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so she lifts it up, and she's, like, groaning, and, like, she's struggling. So I stop what I'm doing, and I'm helping her pack her groceries from the basket onto the belt. And then I'm like, would you like a hand to your car? Like, that's kind of heavy. Like, I don't think she's going to make it. She's, like, limping. Like, it was, yeah. I just was trying to help her out. Well, she was quite annoyed with her husband because, you know, he just sits on the couch all the time and didn't want to come to the grocery store. You know, I would have help if my husband came to the grocery store and he carried the potatoes. And I was like, it's all good. I got it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And she was,
You're going to
she
send
was
me to get
telling
10 pounds of potatoes with this limp, Ted? Fuck you.
Anyway, I hope in her car. And I'm like, okay, like, see you later. And we obviously have this huge conversation in between. But then she was, like, annoyed.
Did you give her a sticker?
No.
Missed opportunity.
No, she was like, I was nervous that she was driving. Like, when I get to her car, it was, like, parked, like, not in the lines.
It's like my grandpa, Jesus Christ.
I'm all for people, like, live your best life for as long as you possibly can. But that part was, like,
not be
a
behind
little
the wheel.
scary. Like, that probably, yeah.
Did you know that they only have to go, like, every couple of years to redo their license thing? And it's like, if your doctor approves that you're okay to drive, then you're just allowed to keep driving.
Well, remember...
Like, but your doctor's, like, not getting in the car with you to see what you're doing. They just go, are you still good? And you go, yep. And then they're like, okay.
Do you remember Wiener's grandpa who drove for an entire century, 100 years?
I just, like...
100 years.
How does somebody in an emergency, like, somebody who can barely put a fork to their mouth...
Yeah.
In an emergency...
Yeah.
Break in time? Or be able to make a split-second decision of, like, straight, turn, like... That is so dangerous. I think that's more dangerous than drunk driving.
Yeah. Or frazzled driving.
Like, or tired driving.
Yeah, tired driving.
But still, like, I think that's worse.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous. Service, where it's like a seniors driving service, and you just pick up old people and drive them places and just work, like...
And we karaoke them?
And we could karaoke. Oh, yeah. You could
Beatles
just play
blasting?
The old...
Oh, anyway, so that was my experience, and I was a little worried for her. And also, I'm like, how are you going to get these potatoes out of the car?
Well, her fucking husband better go get them.
Yeah.
Or get a cart. Anyways, okay. Hope you're doing okay, lady. Not just laying in a pile of potatoes at the bottom of your stairs.
I've been thinking about her. I'm worried about her.
Fuck.
I get back in the car, and the kids are like, were you just helping that lady? And I'm like, because I left them in the car. I was literally just running in and out. And so he's like, that's because Mom's so nice, and she just helps people anywhere she goes.
It's very sweet of you. I'm actually surprised that Save On wasn't like, do you want a hand?
Normally they're good. Or like, would you like a cart? And there were lots of workers. They saw me waiting for her to help her.
Weird.
Yeah, it was...
Because I've even been asked, like, do you want a hand to your car?
Yeah, me
like,
too.
No.
Normally I'm carrying 4 other children and
Yeah,
this
like,
jug of milk
I don't
and all this
want
food.
you to follow me to my car. That's weird. I could just stop following me.
I just try to help
It's like,
you.
ma'am, I have your groceries. Oh.
You're gonna be that old lady for sure. We should just fuck with people when we're older. We'll get them to help us and then just turn on them mid parking lot.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Leave. Anyway,
Okay,
that's our
that's
episode for this week. Number 41.
Love ya.
Here we
Love
are.
y'all, you feral freaks.
Let us know if you want some stickers. We'll send them out to you.
Peace out.
And show us if you do have stickers. What are you doing with them? I want to know.
That's it. Episode 41. Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Well, that's it for this round of questionable decisions.
If you've made it this far, you're now one of us. Please share us like your favorite STD.
See you next Tuesday.